No, fucking
real
weekend.
talk.
It must be nice, Turf. Fly over the country,
Well,
go to
shit.
Cabo St. Lucas for like
It's
a couple
already there,
hours.
bro. Turf already knows shit. As soon as I get to Texas, I'm just putting Baby Rundown to the ring. Like, hey, you know I'm here, right? Yeah, let us in. Let us in.
Yeah, but on Geno Smith note, because people say why you keep
kill the
saying
mood, Chris.
Turf. Cheers.
Cheers,
Now, back.
To Chris's point, bro, and like to a lot of y'all points, this is the thing. When you look at Geno, a lot of people get mad. Like, you got to kind of immediately, like, when you hear Geno's mind, you got to take that jet shit out of your mind. Because I think a lot of people be thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
Like, when you think about it, or even, and then, like, somebody said, like, he backed up Phillip Rivers for a time. Back in the day with the Chargers and shit. You got to take that shit out your minds, bro. And you got to look at recently. Over the last 3 years, this motherfucker's a top 15, top 12 quarterback. No question.
Easy.
It's no question, bro. I'm sorry. And a lot of everybody, well, why he's not even Derek Carr, bro? Look at the last fucking 3 years. Derek has even been declining. Last 3 years, this motherfucker has gotten better and better. The last 3 years, bro, and even Sam Darnold, 1 year. We've only seen 1 year. This is consistency that we've seen from Geno Smith. It ain't just we ain't paying this motherfucker for 1 year. We paying him for like a body of work that we've seen. So we gotta keep that in mind.
Did you mention in the chat that Geno Smith was recruited by Kelly in high school? I don't think I did.
Oh yeah, because we talked about this earlier, bro. He was recruited by Chip Kelly, right? And then also had his cousin last year. And you know, Geno was at a lot of Ohio State games. I remember they kept showing Geno and shit at Ohio State games too last year. They did keep showing him. So number one receiver uploading in 2 years. Let's baby. Let's go.
You know, the other thing nobody's really talked about too is, you know, Geno Smith is what, 33, 34, right? But don't forget, he wasn't a starter his entire time in the league, so he's got a fairly undamaged body too, if you think about it, like physically.
This is true. Yeah,
you know, if he had been a starter all this time, he'd have a lot more weight. He does not have the wear and tear on him. Basically, he's a used car model, but it's got low mileage, and you're gonna get a good amount of money back for him. Basically, is how you look at it.
Agreed.
You know, Seattle traded him in for a newer model that's got some things in it, and we got the used model that's got some low miles, and we're gonna get some good use out of it. You know, people gotta look at that.
Breaking news real quick. I don't mean to cut you off. You already know what time it is. But
you're good.
Breaking news. Byron, we lost out on Byron Murphy. He went back to the Vikings, but get this. It's a 3 year, $66 million deal, though.
Damn.
That's a lot of bread, dog. That's a lot of bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, bro, you're right. Look at my guy, man. And I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't want to butcher the name. But yeah, bro, Geno like that Honda, that Toyota. You know what I mean? You get, when you first get in your new car, you always want the shiny shit. You know what I mean? I want the V8. I want all that. But then your parents tell you, like, nah, man, the motherfucking Honda gonna last you at least 10 years plus. You gotta get
if you at least put them in an Acura, bro, not a Nissan, an Acura. One step above, just one step.
Subaru.
You know what it is now. You go to a car lot now. You go to a new car lot. Then it doesn't say used cars. It says pre-owned.
Right.
So now you got a pre-owned quarterback.
Yeah, facts. Factuals, man.
Yeah, so all right, so we got a Lexus, and I think Seattle got a fucking Pinto, is what they got.
Yeah, no, real talk. My boy Isaiah said he just paid off his Honda, man. You living like a rich man. Let me hold some of that shit. You talking about that?
You borrow $100, bro.
You feel me? But goddamn, bro, $22 million per year.
Oh my god,
we can't do that. Bro.
No,
we can't do that.
No.
It sound good. It sound good to do it until you see the fucking money and you like, oh yeah, okay.
No.
That's just not there.
Hey, I didn't look it up yet. I got to ask if you guys know this off the top of your head. What was the actual damage for getting Kuntz back? What was the final?
It was
it's 1 year
12.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year 12.
Yeah, he won. You won 12.
It's approved. I said earlier. I said I didn't get a word. $10 million.
I didn't hear a word anybody said. Everybody kind of just like froze and started talking. I couldn't hear anything. Like
12 1 year. 12.
12. You looking at 12?
Yeah.
1 year, 12 mil.
1 year,
Yeah.
And that's nothing.
I can live with that.
I said 10 1 year prove it deal with incentives. That's what I say. But 12, okay, it's a couple million extra.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I think somebody might have finally talked to him and said, "Listen, dude, you're not in the $20 million a year right now. You've been out for too long. You know."
I'm pretty sure he put out some
what it is.
Probably.
This is a 1 year. This is a 1 year. Show me that you're still good type deal.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
So show me what you could do with coming back from an ACL non-contact injury.
Yeah,
quick question.
exactly.
Were the Raiders heavily linked to Byron Murphy, or is that just like fans wanting that?
No, that was
I don't know. I saw that first thing this morning. That was like the first thing that came out.
So I put out a video. Yeah, I put out a video this morning. Tashawn Reed at The Athletic is the one that was putting that out of Byron Murphy coming over to the Raiders, of us pursuing him. So that is probably the price tag was too much, and they're like, "Fuck that."
Yeah, fuck yeah, 22 million a year. Bruh, you feel me? Like the shit sound good. All these names, like, oh man, I want this guy, I want this guy. These motherfuckers, again, they're going up to NFL teams with a ski mask and a 4.5 and saying, put it in the bag. At this fucking point, right?
I don't hear no bullshit. Just fucking put the money in there.
Put the shit in the bag, bro. Like that's all they're saying right now, because they're robbing these teams, bro.
I tell you, bro, they're following Kirk Cousins' thing, man. I'm gonna go to each team and get paid. I ain't gonna play that well. I'm gonna get paid because of my name.
Motherfuckers over a barrel, dog.
How you pronounce this dude's name? The David Mugilette, whatever it is, Mugilette or whatever the case is. That the agent that he be negotiating everybody's fucking deals, bro. I think this man part of the mob or something. Ain't no fucking way.
He's making serious money today. Just think of the percentage.
This man, I think it's like 4 players today. That's his today. I'm like, God damn. He got his part of the mob.
Or 15%.
This man that lived good. He's living good today on 1 day. This motherfucker probably just waits for free agency.
He made that good fuck you money is what he made today.
Hell yeah.
He don't probably work 364 days until today. This motherfucker's like, all right, bro, here we go.
Yeah.
Today's the day to get my bread, bro.
Yeah, he's probably let's go to the GM said, yeah, you're gonna pay this guy like 15 million, right? Right? That's what you're gonna pay 15 million. Yeah, that's what you're gonna do.
I'm telling you, where are the Patriots? I mean, I know the Patriots had a lot of cap space, but these motherfuckers are spending that.
Bro, they spent already over 100. They only had 109, I believe.
They spent 100 already?
I talked to Spence earlier. They spent 100 and a half.
With Spillane, didn't they get Milton? They got the guy from Philly. They got the D lineman. They got him.
Yep.
Who else did they sign? They signed the corner.
No, they signed
Carlton Davis.
That wasn't even with Matt.
Carlton Davis was the big one.
Jesus Christ.
They went and got a whole half of a size ball. Yeah,
real talk. Hey, salute to them. I mean, that's
exactly. They knew what they wanted. Let's put it that way. There was no.
And I said this too. I said, everybody thinks the Patriots are going to be trash again. I'm telling you, they were not. They were just a couple of pieces away from being relevant in that AFC East. And I'll tell you what, they made the moves so far in free agency that's pushing them towards possibly competing with, because Buffalo's the only one of any concern in that division.
Yeah, Miami and the Jets are cooked. They're cooked.
Yeah, they're both crap.
Right.
Especially the Jets. The Jets are going to be no different than what they were with Rodgers. And
it's interesting. It's more interesting with Fields, if that's what you want to say, but because him and Garrett Wilson got some type of connection, so it's not like he's going in there and not knowing anybody. But still,
speaking of the Dolphins, they just signed Zach Wilson.
I knew that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we saw that. Mm-hmm.
How much? That's what
it was like for 6. It was for 6.
What's up, 805?
6 mil. I think they're gonna have them.
Cool Cat said Pat's putting lobster in the chowder this offseason. Oh, you got they getting fancy.
Clam chowder.
Is
it red or white? red or white? I think it's red.
New England's white.
New England's white.
Manhattan, New York is red. I hate the red chowder.
Yeah, I hate that red one.
I like the good old New England white chowder.
Yep.
White.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, Jeff. I want to see that part of the country, but it scares me to go out there, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you.
Bugging, man.
Right, man. Turf know why he moved to Texas.
I am an East Coast kid through and through, bro. I adore these, bro.
I just know I'm gonna get a certain words thrown in my direction. I'm not used to hearing out here on the West Coast. I'm just different way of living. That's all I know. Hey man, but real talk, bro. Some of these contracts that are getting thrown out today, this shit's wild. Again, I said it before y'all came on, bro. Yeah. Wasn't everybody telling us before today, like, this free agency class ain't really that good? I mean, even we said it on multiple of our shows. We were like, hey, yeah, it's all right, but it's not that many people. And now we're looking at the money that these guys are getting. And it's like, are these dudes even really worth this money? Like that, that's the real question. Weird.
Well, I think a lot of it, teams are just desperate for certain players at certain positions. Oh, yeah. So, if you get the best one out there that's available, then you're pulling the Brinks truck up for them, and you're like, yeah.
Chestnut checkers, cool kid. Chestnut checkers.
How much is Hobbs getting from Green Bay? I didn't see it. I heard about it, but I didn't see the exact
price. That's $54 million.
Huh?
54 million.
Who got 54 million?
Hobbs got 54 million.
Hobbs.
Yeah. 48, 54, something like that.
If that's what they threw at him, we had absolutely no shot again.
Oh, no. Hell no.
No, it was
I thought it was 48. I thought he got 48 million.
Even that team is still bad. I don't give a what it is. 48, 54. I'm not giving them none of that.
For 3 years early on the field? Like that. Jeez.
But you could tell, right? Even though they gave him that amount of money, you could still tell they thought of, even the NFL teams thought about what we were all saying about his availability. Because even though he got, I think it is 54. He got 54. Only 12 of that was guaranteed. So that should tell you what they thought about his availability.
Yeah,
and all that extra.
100%.
They were like, nah, bro, you're gonna have to. Only 12 million that is guaranteed. That's a shitload of incentives. That's a shitload of incentives.
Yeah, that's pretty ugly.
That's too much.
We can still get my guy Javon Holland. That's what I want.
But he's still out there.
Shaq Griffin.
We can still bring Amari Cooper in.
Yeah. Or Diggs.
Who want Amari, man? No. Everybody
I heard Keenan Allen might come. Supposedly. That's the word.
He's definitely
come with a first aid pick.
Yeah, boo. I want that. I'm done with all old shit.
That's a bird on the street, man. I'm just don't shoot the message.
Hey, Jay, let me ask you a question. How is it gonna get to Allegiant Stadium? An ambulance or what?
I don't know. Apparently, it's a Raiders fan. I don't know. This kid wants to fucking come ball out of here.
Hey, man, at this point, man, that picture don't mean shit to me no more when he with that goddamn In-N-Out cup. That shit looked like that shit was taken on the flip phone. I was shit no more. That's old.
On a flip phone.
That's old.
Yeah, hilarious.
Free agent wide receivers are always a bust. I agree. We don't usually do that good with free agent wide receivers. Our history's not that good.
Nah.
Yeah, it's really.
Man, we did a couple of them, but not too many. Don't forget,
we're better at drafting our own dude and just letting our own do our own thing.
Rice,
Rice,
Crabtree.
If we just put into perspective the last 24 hours for what we did, I think we kind of hit a home run. If you look at it, look at the big picture. So last night we sealed up Butler. That was huge in itself, right there. Yeah. That right there, as far as I'm concerned, is the biggest move we made. Thank God.
Yes.
Then we solidify and bring in Chen, and then you re-sign Kuntz. I mean, just those three moves alone, and they're all defensive moves. All three of those moves alone already made our defensive side of the ball just as good last year, if not elevated a little bit with the bringing in a Chen. So already, in my opinion, I think it's already been successful for us in free agent because we retained two guys that we were hoping to, and you brought in a guy that I think is better than the other two that we let go or we didn't bring back.
100%.
Not by much, but he's still better. You know, so people have to look at the big picture, not be upset that we lost Spillane, we lost Mooring, we lost Hobbs. You know, you still retained two big corner pieces of what we needed on the defense. The front line is what we really need to make sure we stay beefed up.
For me, bro, and damn, no, we didn't. Godwin was another one, bro. When I saw the amount of money he got this morning, I knew we wasn't doing that shit. Oh, yeah, bro. And I wanted Chris Godwin, but he got 66 mil too. I'm like, oh, no. Mm-mm.
He stayed with his squad, right? He stayed with
the squad.
Yeah.
Stayed with the squad. That was the only one. As soon as I saw that, it was over. Raider Ryan, man, remember, appreciate it.
I'll mention something about Chen. So after they signed him, I went and watched some tapes on film. You know, a lot of those things, he didn't play really safety. He was playing more like a Mike linebacker.
Yeah, he was.
Just the way he was selling the field, he was playing like a Mike linebacker, backer. And the dude can't tackle. Ain't no Jack Jones. I'll just whip my tackle, or what's that guy? Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters, yeah.
That dude will hit you, and he tackles. Right. So I'm happy with that. You know, somebody that can hit the running backs, hit the tight ends. I think we won. For the price we paying, I think we won.
Yeah, my other take on all this too that's happening right now, based on who we've re-signed, you know, who we're going to try and possibly still bring in. This is now, I think, telling me that number 6 pick is either going to get traded back. Like we're either going to trade back into the, back further back in the first round, accumulate more picks, or we're going to, I don't think we're going quarterback now, to be honest with you. I really don't. Some people will argue that, but there's still too many holes on the defense. We're still going to need a cornerback back there. We're going to need a linebacker for sure now that we lost our number 1 guy, Spillane. You know, so does that mean we move back a little bit in the first round and we grab a guy like G.R. Campbell,
No.
and not do the quarterback? I mean, you got to do something.
I just said practice patience, Jeff.
It should. There's there. More than likely, you'll probably grab him.
You're gonna take him. I don't care what you say.
But the way it looks now, Cleveland or somebody gonna take him now.
So what are we gonna do for linebacker though? That's right now our defense, our blaring weakness.
Yeah, I'm sure they're looking at that right now.
Well,
they're gonna need. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, so what I think is gonna happen is that there's no quarterbacks there. There's going to be a major run on running backs probably in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th round. And in that round, we can get at least a running back and a linebacker. Because they got a few good linebackers there. Because like I mentioned, I'm a USC fan like this young guy down here at the bottom. I watched Pete Carroll for years. He likes side-to-side linebackers. Right. He likes the ones that go from sideline to sideline.
Right.
Spillane don't do that. He's a downhill linebacker. Correct. So they're gonna find a line with speed. I wish we got Greenlaw, but they paid them a lot of money for that, so that's fine. But they're gonna find a linebacker that goes sideline to sideline that can cover. So that's why I probably explain walk.
Yeah, they'll find a veteran that won't have to play every down and get somebody in the draft for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We still got Bernie and Gainer.
And you don't have to move down.
Yeah.
I just think if we still take quarterback, I don't care who it is at 6. I think we're hurting the team. I really do.
I don't
because your gut tells you, right, Jeff?
I mean, all I can say is look at the Green Bay Packers. I mean, the blueprint is wide open. I think that's why you notice. Well, they tried, meaning the Falcons tried to do the same thing. It just didn't work out because of Cousins. But I mean, it goes back from Aaron Rodgers to Love. I mean, that's over 2 decades of them never having to worry about quarterbacks. Love sat for 5 years. I think Rodgers sat for 3 or 4 years. So, I mean, if you don't want to ruin a quarterback and you really want them to truly get comfortable in your system, it's the right thing to do. I mean, And we all know Geno is not playing till 40 as a Raider. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Somebody's coming. So why not let that guy sit for 2-3 years? It's actually thinking long term instead of this short term. We need to win now, in my humble opinion. That's really what I think. And Tom has said it a million times. I mean, I don't think Tom's lying when he tells you that he hates the fact that they throw quarterbacks in and they're not ready.
Yep.
So
I think the difference with the Green Bay situation is that the position that Aaron Rodgers, they chose Aaron Rodgers, and the position they chose Jordan Love was deeper in the first, not at 6. I think at 6 is just a super valuable pick. That's why I would trade back as well to accumulate more picks, as well as you can still possibly get a later quarterback, because 6 is super high to have your guy still sit, no matter who it is, if it's Ward or Cam.
that's a very valid point.
What pick was JJ McCarthy? Was he at 8 or something like that?
11. I believe they traded up to. Oh wait, no, they came from 11. They traded up.
Yeah.
They traded up to get him. I know they traded up to 8 for the Falcons to get.
Yeah, so he's an 8 pick.
So I think it was 11. I'm pretty sure it was 11 they traded up for.
I'm just sitting here as you guys are talking. I'm watching Rundown over there with Baby Rundown, and I'm like, dude, that's just awesome. I could just see you playing around with him and everything. And I'm like, dude, that's just fucking awesome. I love it.
It is a beautiful thing.
Yeah. That's this man. Every time I put him down, he get mad. So I gotta hold him until his mama get here.
Cliff probably thought I was smiling at what he was saying. I mean, I was listening to what he was saying, but I was smiling at you, watching you. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
This man getting pissed every time I put him down. Though. So we gotta roll with the show, man. We roll with it. So let's go ahead. Let's talk the topics then. So I mean, I see people. I don't understand why people say like, "Oh man, Stewart won't sit. He ain't gonna sit." I mean, like, dog. Like, the personality is one thing, but y'all got to take that shit out of it, bro. At the same time, like, if he feels like the best situation for him is to sit 1 year. And Dion feels that way too. That's what they're going to do, bro. Like, that's what's going to happen. And not only that, you got to remember who our coach is. Sure, this year, Geno is the starter. But guess what? Next year, that shit's open. If Geno loses, bro. And that's been Pete's MO for years. He did that shit when Russell Wilson came in, bro. And he will do it again. That's what he did.
Get that USC. He did
it at USC,
exactly.
bro. That's what he will do. If he drafts Shedeur, maybe this year you can say Mulligan. But I guarantee you next year, Geno don't just lock the job up after that, bro. Like, it's going to be a competition. He going to open that bitch up.
And see, that's what Carr didn't have when he's all them 9 years. He had no competition. It was a presumptive start every year. Nobody pushed him. Nobody challenged for his job. So if you're comfortable in your job, you don't have to worry about the new guy coming in.
Right. And for the record, I don't think that Shedeur is going to be there at 6 anyways. I don't think Will. I don't think Cam will. I think all this nonsense that everybody's hearing is totally to throw whoever off their scent that would believe this foolishness that they're going to fall out of the top 3-4 picks. It's just that doesn't even make common sense. Somebody's going to trade up. Those are the two guys that are absolutely going to be considered the quarterbacks of this draft. And it is what it is, you know. I mean, I don't know, and that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to pay for and deal with. You know, every year the draft, there's got to be a quarterback, and these two guys are it. And you're just
so what's our biggest need? I mean, so what's the biggest need now? I mean, I would still take Shedeur 6. I don't give a fuck, but though still there is needs now. Now that free agency is still, is going underway and we're getting some signings. I mean, shit. I mean, linebacker is huge now, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can take a dude. You can't take no fucking linebacker at 6.
There's not one at 6. No, not this year.
There's only one. There's only one I might entertain, but he don't really play linebacker like that, and that's like Jalen Walker. Like that motherfucker's like edge. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's not really a linebacker. He's more like rushes the passer.
That's guy from Alabama. Georgia.
Georgia.
Not dude from Georgia, but dude from Alabama I like, but I don't take him that high.
Like, not at 6. No.
High for him.
That's why I was suggesting, do we now move back in the first round, like trade out at number 6 and move back?
If Mason Graham is there or if T-Mac is there, I think we pick one of those guys too.
Yeah, I think it's a game time decision, honestly, because so much shit is going on. You got to see how the first couple picks, fall out. Like, to me, the Jets, I think, are going to be aggressive and try to trade up.
Real quick, we got some news. We got another signing. Lonnie Johnson Jr. The Raiders have signed to. Let me see. Let me look at the goddamn. He's with the Panthers. I'm not seeing the contract sources so far, but he's a safety. He's not a corner. He's a safety. So we signed a safety from the Panthers. Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Lonnie Johnson Jr. Look him up.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson Jr. Now I ain't gonna lie, we did need to sign another corner because Chin he's not no like middle, field type of safety. That's not what he is. Chin is like our guy Chris said. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's more of I might play nickel, but I'm gonna get in that linebacker shit because he's that big. So. We need somebody that's gonna play that over the top. I don't know if this is gonna be the guy, but maybe you sign him for.
You said Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Yeah, Lonnie Johnson.
Lonnie Johnson Jr.
Corner, huh?
Nothing about him.
Yeah, honestly, I don't either.
Not good.
I heard the name, but
it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what. Not
this dude's old. He's 29.
As a safety, he's a safety. We just saw. I don't know.
Hey, Chris. I mean, not Chris. Hey, Turf, bro. We got to fuck with him, bro. He went to San Bernardino Valley.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to San Bernardino Valley, man. We might have to fuck with him. And he went to Garden City.
Wait a minute. So you tell me that
he went to Garden City.
Yeah, he went to Garden City.
The Raiders are signing Pete Carroll's D back room.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
He's still that Legion of Doom, but for the Raiders.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Because this dude's 6'2", 213.
Yeah,
pretty big, bro.
That said, you're gonna be crazy. 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". Jesus.
That secondary got some fucking size to it, dog. It's got some size to it.
Oh yeah.
And no receiver gonna want to go down that middle.
At all. Not even a
hey, I know y'all. I mean, I know y'all saw some of the clips of what Jeremy Chin does bring as far as the
That's why I say he's like a linebacker, man.
That motherfucker's different.
And the one thing about his tackling turf and Run and Jay and everybody else, when he tackles, he doesn't just hit you. If he hits you down because he's so big, but when he tackles, he wraps you up. He wraps up.
But see, that showed when we looked at, like, even earlier in the show, right? Like, before everybody hopped on, we looked at Trayvon's stats. And then we looked at Chin stats. He had, like, damn near 15 to 20 more solo tackles, like, between him and Merrick, which only shows, like, he's a stronger tackler at the point of attack, right? I mean, if your solo tackles are higher, right, and you're looking at that, bro, that means, like, you ain't getting no fucking help. It's you one-on-one. And I need to see how many times you can bring down. You're not getting shook off the first contact and all that. He was doing his thing last year, bro. He was doing his thing.
Yep. I agree.
My man said Raiders gonna sign Bobo next. That was funny. That was funny. Desert Raider been pissed all day, but you got it down. That was funny. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know him, but I wouldn't know. Yeah, the Panthers. Nobody. There's no reason to watch them.
Yeah, ESPN does say cornerback, but then another place says
that makes me feel better though, to be honest, because that's what
one place says a safety. Then
I don't know why we got another safety. Corner, I feel a whole lot.
No, it says corner. I got corner on.
Yeah, I feel a whole lot better.
He's 29 though.
I think Carolina has a plain safety, but it says corner here.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
This is cornerback, but
he's not young. Shit,
how big is he? 6'2"? What's the weight?
6'2". They didn't show the weight.
Oh, he's over 200.
200.
He's over 200.
Oh yeah, I like him. I like him already.
Like Chris been saying all day, bro. Pete Carroll gonna find him some size when it comes to this shit right here.
Yeah,
I told you what he gonna do.
Pete Carroll gonna find him some size.
He did the same thing in Seattle. The same thing in USC.
Okay.
He made sure you got them big boys out there.
So can we say this then? If we're saying this about the corners, right? Because Pete's gonna do that. So can we say the same thing about linebackers? Because with Pete, Pete always been had some like solid linebackers too.
100%, way more than solid, above average. Like, well,
even when Bobby left, he still had some dudes that came in right after and took the place, bro. I mean, he's always had some linebackers now. So can we be that worried about what he's
I'm not worried at all. I'm not worried.
He's looking for those quick linebackers, you know, those quick side to side linebackers. That's what he's gonna look for. There's that one guy that plays that he didn't get that much time. Mwaga. Am I saying that right? Yeah. He's one of those type of guys Piero likes. Those side to side, like put his nose in everybody's business. That's what he wants.
Good tacklers. That's what I get from Pete Carroll. Fucking linebackers are good tacklers.
All day. Great defense. Great defense. You're not gonna beat Pete Carroll on some wild offense.
No.
I bet you Patrick Graham probably like, yeah, he's probably salivating right now. Say, oh, I can do a lot with this.
I mean, I'm just looking at who's still available right now for linebackers. I mean,
hey, and Pete, I trust.
I know they've got them listed as linebackers, but they're kind of like edge rushers. You got Von Miller, you got Matt Judon.
We need stand-up linebackers.
We need a mic.
Yeah, we still need to decide. We haven't heard any news on what we're doing with Chase on. That has been like non-existent today.
Yeah,
I think he's probably still working on it.
Mm-hmm. I hope we get that done. Honestly,
I mean, for inside linebackers, Isaiah Simmons.
I said that earlier.
Campbell.
I said earlier. Isaiah Simpson.
Got somebody that run named earlier.
Pete will poop out a linebacker. I'm telling you, bro. Like he's had some gems, dog. He's had some guys.
It's the last position I'm worried about. He'll find it.
He's had some guys, running backs. He's had running backs and linebackers, dog. Like he's always had that. So can't be too mad. I can't. I trust Pete when it comes to looking at that linebacker talent. Looking at that. And even so, some of y'all look. I'm gonna break it down right now because we might even do a draft show. All of us on there. If they pass on Genty at 6, there's gonna be some people calling John Spytek and Pete Carroll fucking idiots. They're going to. I gotta see it right now. They're
gonna probably tear up the household. They're gonna tear up their house.
Yeah, they were tearing Spytek earlier.
Again, I've seen Pete have running backs a lot. He traded for beast mode. This motherfucker didn't draft beast mode. He traded for him. So he knew exactly what he was looking for. John Spytek, again, I'm gonna continue to say it till I'm purple in the face. 10th leading rusher in the league, 4th round last year.
Right.
Why do I got to do that at 6 when I just had success a couple years previous in getting running backs off the street or in late rounds and still giving me success? It just makes no sense.
And plus, with that point, there's a lot of running backs. A lot of running backs in this draft. So it's like,
bro, come on.
Did besides Geno Smith, did we even sign a free agent offensive player? Yeah, Kappa. That's right. Sorry,
Kappa.
No, I definitely don't want it to. If we take Genty at 6, I'm sorry. That's just. I think that's a dumb move.
It is.
It is a dumb move.
I mean, he might be the best running back in the draft, but man, you could nail 2 running backs further on in the draft, and still be just as good, if probably not better.
And again, hey Turf, bro, I've been saying this, and y'all can agree or disagree with me, but I'm glad Turf is on here. You don't just fix a bad running game by saying I'm going to plug in a running back and saying the shit's fixed. That's not how the shit works.
Yeah.
This is not how the shit works. You have to fortify the offensive line, the structure. Now, we got the play caller, I believe, that's going to run the ball successfully. That was one piece. That's cool. Now, we still got questions on the interior. We got to fucking get that right. Some of y'all don't even like DJ Glaze and want to replace him year 2. And y'all want to take.
I've never heard that one. We need guard.
I haven't heard that one. That's for sure. Whoever it is fucking crazy.
After last show, I've had mad comments that like, yeah, bro, I would take Mimbu at 6. Take Mimbu. I don't know. Move Glaze to guard. Take a tackle.
Bro, what is the deal? Where's the hate coming from, though? From
I
the
don't
stat.
understand.
He probably had one of the best. Yeah, he had one of the best rookie tackle seasons of all rookies.
Like you said, he's a rookie too. That's the thing. He's a rookie. It's his first year in the NFL. Usually tackles don't develop for like the second, third year. They start getting better. He jumped out and did it.
And see, this is where I get I don't get angry at this, but it's like, look, y'all say that, but if he becomes Saquon 2.0, y'all be biting y'all tongue. Hey, guess what? When Saquon won his Super Bowl, was he with the team that drafted him? You let me know.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And where did they take him? Where did they take him?
Bro, after that tape, you're supposed to drop the mic.
You feel me? Bro, and guess what? Saquon is a better running back than Ashton Jeanty is coming out of college. I don't want to hear shit about that.
Not even close.
Down,
If Saquon would have played in the Mountain West, if Saquon was in the Mountain West, he'd have had 3,500 yards. Bro.
I'll say 4,000 yards in one season.
What? And I know LV remember this, dog. I remember it vividly. When this motherfucker played USC that year and he returned that kick, I said, "Oh my god, bro!"
I said the same thing. We're gonna have a day. We're gonna have a fucking day. Different. Holy shit! Yeah. And he went off too.
Yeah. And what did he go? Pick 2? Well, overall, he went second overall. I think so. I think Saquon went second or third overall, bro.
Yeah, some definitely.
I can tell you right now, the Giants are saying, bro, that's probably stupid. Looking at it now, because we weren't we didn't have the infrastructure yet to take a player in that nature. Now, when he went to the Eagles, guess what? Everything's built. We ready. Shit, God, you the last piece, motherfucker. You come over here, bro. That's all we need. For real. That's what. And then everybody be like, well, bro. I mean, come on, bro. I mean, he was the last piece of the puzzle for them, dog. Like, and if Jeanty goes to a team, let's say he goes to, let's just throw a bullshit team out there. Let's say he goes to the Bears, right? Fuck it, he goes to the Bears, or he goes to a playoff contending team. Like the motherfucking say he goes to the Commanders or some stupid shit like that. You're gonna sit there. I hope he's like Saquon Barkley. He better be. He better be. If he's not, then that's a fucking disappointment. But if he goes to a team like us, dog, it's going to be more of a struggle. I'm just be honest with you. It's gonna be more of a struggle.
We're not ready for him.
Who was it that said that about?
We're not ready.
About running backs, where you can't you don't draft a running back early because you don't want to waste. You don't want a good running back until your team is ready for him. Basically, is what I forget who it was and how 100%. It was worded. Nate, you help me out.
I heard that.
I think it was Daniel Jeremiah. He might have said that.
Right.
I seen him say
that's
what it was. It was Jeremiah saying it. Somebody in one of our shows reiterated that. And when I sit back and listen to what he actually means, it makes total sense because you're going to waste the running back's early parts of his career when your offense is not ready for him. So you plug and play, inferior running backs until you're ready to go out and get that bona fide number one type running back, because that's like the last piece of the puzzle you need.
It really is, bro. On offense, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, to get a guy like Jeanty right now, you're gonna waste his out. And the Giants did exactly what Daniel Jeremiah was saying. The Giants drafted him before they were ready for him. And he sat there basically. Yeah, he had great seasons there and everything, but he was in a purgatory hell until he went to the Eagles. I mean, he was a different player this season. You could see it.
Right. And guess what? Did we not just? Why are we not going to learn from our mistakes? Did we not just fucking make the same mistake last year?
Same thing with Josh Jacobs. Yep.
We weren't ready to take Josh Jacobs at that time, dog. John Gruden took him, but we weren't ready to take a motherfucker in the first round. We weren't ready for that. And then 3-4 years passed. Nothing happened with it.
And also, if you didn't mention the fact that when he played the Giants, he was hurt a lot. He got hurt a lot of times. He was off in a lot of games. Yeah. He got to Philadelphia. He was on the field every 17 games and playoffs and Super Bowl. He wasn't hurt that much.
He was basically beating himself up for what? To make the playoffs one time out of his entire career with New York. Yeah. He goes to Philly one season and they win the fucking Super Bowl.
Best he felt. Like his body was probably great as hell after this. And I'm gonna bring this up. And Turf, I'm glad you're here, bro, because Turf is like my running back brother, low key, bro. Like when we be talking about certain things, I be getting mad. Like,
bro, I'm so glad you said that, Brenda, because I was literally, I swear to God, me and Rundown got a wild action. I was literally about to interrupt and say we gotta address Steve DeLuna because it's not it's apples and oranges. Marshall Faulk was under 200 pounds and a complete different type of running back than Jeanty. Jeanty is a full-size 210 solid every down you expect right out of college. I sat and watched Marshall Faulk with my own 2 eyes. I saw it. I saw him. I'm letting you know he was just different in general across the board. So they're not even in the same field. I mean, I know everybody is so amped up on Jeanty, but I can assure you, my guy, that Jeanty can't hold Marshall Faulk's job strap.
Bro,
I mean,
I had somebody on Twitter. I will bring it up. I had somebody on Twitter tell me nobody knew that Barry Sanders was going to do what he did out of college.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
When having the discussion about Jeanty, I'm like, about that, and they're like, "No, he's like Barry Sanders, and nobody knew what he was going to do outside of college." I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? Are you serious?"
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That means they definitely don't know football.
Oklahoma State.
He did in Detroit just exactly what he did when he was in Oklahoma State. There wasn't a change to his game. He was the same guy that he was in college when he hit the pros, and he was.
Guess who he played? Guess who he played behind? He played behind somebody at Oklahoma State before he became the starter.
Exactly.
So it wasn't like he got to the freshman and then started running crazy. He had to wait 2-3 years.
Yep, behind Thurman Thomas, right?
Thurman Thomas.
Yep.
Shit, bro. Like that is what irritates me about the running back conversation. Like we see a great running back, but then people get mad when we say like there are tiers. Like there are tiers. We've all seen.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We've all had a lifetime of running backs I've fucking seen, bro, that I've named plenty of times. I just don't feel like that's the point we're at right now, bro. Like, it just don't make no sense.
Bro, we got to get a turf and rundown show, bro. That was too eerie how I'm telling you, I was about to interrupt for you to put that up there, and you put it up.
Yes, there. Bro, it just kills me when people.
It was itching at me. I was like, oh, I got to say something about this before we go.
And this is not diminishing the talent, bro, but at the same time, It's like, it. We've seen it, motherfucker. Like I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me, bro. Like LV, a USC fan,
right?
Is what you saw from Jeanty comparable to Reggie Bush? Is it
no
way? No, I'm a USC fan too,
bro.
I'm a long time USC fan.
Is it comparable? Is it comparable?
None. USC always is called running back U at USC for years. For years called running back U. They develop all these running backs. Yep. There's no way. He's not no Reggie Bush.
I can vouch for that. I
can say one more thing. Nothing, not to knock the Mountain West.
Yeah.
That's a conference, even the Big Five conference. Right. So he really ran against big competition. What he didn't do much.
Right.
I think they played Oklahoma State or somebody. He didn't need. Oh, he got 100 yards. Yeah, he had to struggle to get there. He had to run like 45 times to get 100 yards.
Right.
I was just going to bring that up. Jack, are you talking about the guy that's on the Wild Wild West show? Because if that's who you're talking about, that guy.
Oh, hey, JJ, much love, bro. You gotta do a show. I know you gotta do.
I gotta do a show, but I got dinner right now. I'll be on.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, go do your family thing. Go do your family.
All right, later, guys.
Later, Jay.
What the fuck was that with the balloons in front of turf?
You didn't know, man. I got all kind of effects in this piece, homie.
Holy shit!
They said gonna hear it like.
Jack, I know you're not saying this, bro. But I know you're not saying this, Jack. I don't know if Jack is saying this, bro. But this is blasphemy, in my opinion. This is blasphemy. It's blasphemy. I don't see this at all.
Not even close.
Not even remotely close, bro. They're naming dudes that. And this how you just know, man, and understand people really don't have a clue of the running backs of yesterday. They just don't understand. It's so black and white to me. I mean, y'all have no clue. Y'all naming literally the creme de la creme that's ever touched the football field, bro.
Yeah, see, we watched.
Come on, bro.
Me and Jeff. I know me and Jeff for sure. Me and Jeff sure. You also Turf. We watched running backs when running backs was a thing.
Yeah,
that's all it was about. Running backs. It wasn't about them passing. It wasn't about that. It was about the running backs. I've seen all of them. You can't compare him to the guys you listen. No way possible.
I know exactly who Jack's talking about, and I've heard that guy's takes on all this stuff before. And this is definitely way off base. I mean, this is This guy doesn't, and this is a supposed bona fide 100% Chiefs fan, just like we're all Raider fans.
Right.
This guy doesn't know shit. I'm sorry. Many times, and this guy has horrible take on it.
Again, bro, like this, we all understand how talented Genty is. Is he a good player? Yes. But what we are just saying is, at the point that we are at as a team, we're not at that point. Right? To take advantage of the skill set. We can take advantage of his skill set, bro. If we had a fucking offensive line, we hoping O's is as big as my guy who paid off his Honda. You know what I'm saying? We opening holes. Bro, like, so be it. You take that motherfucker immediately because he's gonna make us better, bro. But honestly, he's gonna have to do more work than what he needs to do right now. And a lot of y'all are like, oh man, well, we had Josh Jacobs 2 years ago. If you really, really look at the film, Josh had to do way too fucking much that year. That he led the league. How many times did he have to break 2 tackles in the backfield and spin away and do
the league in broken tackle percentage? For a long time because the Raiders' offensive line was so bad.
And Nate, and then tell everybody after, Nate, what happened the year the motherfucker had to lead the league in broken tackles? He didn't play that many games after that year, did he?
Exactly. Nope. Exactly.
It's all about the fit right now. If I get a motherfucker in the 3rd round, that's not that much of investment. All right, you say what it is. If he's good, so be it, bro. So be it. He's good. But guess what? If he's bid or he's whatever, it is so, bro. 1,000 yards is only 65 yards a game in today's NFL. Let that sink in. So
you know what? Someone commented on Reggie Bush credit in college. Okay, you can say Reggie Bush, but like I said, being a young cat over there, for UFC fans, I watched the UFC longer than he has. Reggie Bush is crazy, but you know what else they had at UFC at that time? A guy named Leonard White, the bruiser. Leonard White would go in there and beat up the linebacker because he was a big bruiser. Would beat the linebackers up, could beat the safeties up. So when he come out, Rich Bush going there, and everybody said, and Rich Rice, yeah, remember that? He had a bruiser and a speedster.
Yeah. No, Lindell White is all right, bro. Lindell White, shoot, he got drafted pretty high from what I recall.
Yeah, he did.
3rd round first, but he was. He just died a little bit earlier than most.
He led
talk about
in touchdowns. He Reggie Bush didn't lead those teams in touchdowns.
No, Leonard White did.
Exactly.
And so if we're gonna
Leonard White was that if you need 5 yards, he'll get you 7. But Reggie Bush want a guy like you need 5 yards, he'll run for 40. He had the splash. That's a West Ridge Rival so popular because he had that splash plays.
We just gotta keep it to like, bro. If a top 10 team takes Genty, if the Bears take him, I wouldn't blink. What they just did.
You froze.
We lost right now. When did the Bears pick?
Tell you in 1 second.
That's a good question. The Bears made some moves today, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they did.
They did what they needed to. They showed up that front line on offense.
On offense and defense. They got Grady Jarrett.
They picked number 10 rundown. I mean, turf. They picked number 10.
Okay. I could see Genty being picked at 10. That makes sense to me. He's just not a top. He's not a top 5, top 6 guy. But at 10, I mean, I see the Cowboys getting him no later than 12 anyways.
Yeah.
And again, I think they should be happy. I'm not saying the kid won't be a Hall of Famer. No. All I'm saying is he ain't going to be the upper echelon Hall of Famer or all those names we just named out today. Yeah. He just doesn't even have the style of running that would get him that type of Hall of, right? Barry Sanders style is
you're on the bill neither.
Yeah, he's a small guy. Like Damian Tomlinson, 1 of 1. Like, you know what I mean? All those guys we named, they're 1 of 1s. They no one runs like them, looks like them. Yeah.
Plus, Boise State ran the hell out of them. They put so many miles on them.
Yeah, they did.
I'm like, that's my concern. They ran the hell of them. And they talking about, well, look at Josh Jacobs.
Yep.
Josh Jacobs didn't run that much when he was there. He barely came in and out. So he had a lot of stamina left, and he was healthy. But they are really, they beat him up.
Yep. No, I agree.
I mean, especially the amount of running backs that are available in this draft. I mean, you don't need to try and hit a home run on one guy like Genty when you can wait until the third round and still get a top running back that's going to be your starter more than likely, and then even a couple rounds later in the fourth or the fifth, you could still get another one to complement him, because we got to bring 2 in. I'm sorry, we got to bring 2 in.
Even if he goes to the greatest option, the greatest, situation that could have ever happened for him, I still don't even think he'll be the rookie that rushes for the most yards of the season.
I agree. I don't think so either.
Probably 2 or 3 other guys that are going to do way better, because they're going to land on teams they had no business landing on, and it's going to
just look at this past college season, right? He lit it up during the regular season, during the year, and then as soon as they got to a bowl game, they played against who? BYU, correct?
Yeah.
And what did BYU do to him?
Shut him down.
They shut him down, and somebody busted my chops. Yeah, but he still got 100 yards. I said, motherfucker, I said he was averaging over 200 yards a game.
Exactly.
And they held him for just about 100 yards in that game.
30 plus carries, by the way. You got
so now in NFL terms. So if he's an average 100-yard rusher, they just held him to 50 yards. You hold a running back to 50 yards, they're not winning that game.
No.
So he's not going to be running for 200 yards a game in the NFL. He ain't going to be probably running for 100 yards a game. Granted, I could be wrong, and it could still happen. I get it. But he's not going to be running for 200 yards every game. Once he goes up against a top-notch defense in the NFL, forget it. They're going to shut him down, especially if you got an offense that doesn't have a good offensive line. You're putting way too much
examples.
You're putting way too much on a guy.
Yeah, 100%, bro. I mean, there are 2 examples of the modern era of running backs getting taken in the first round, and it's a 50-50 hit rate. To me, I mean, but Bijan's good, but I think at this point right now, Atlanta's probably like he's good, but what the fuck have we done since drafting Bijan, to be honest? The other example is Buddy from the Lions.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
But the only reason that works is why Chris just said he had Montgomery, and that offensive line is a fucking top 5 offensive line.
Right.
So you see the contrast? We're closer to where the
Lions
Falcons
were set up and ready for him, just like we talked earlier. The Lions were ready for that running back, and they got it.
Yeah,
Atlanta wasn't ready for the running back. Atlanta didn't even have a true quarterback either.
Yeah, that's why he was the running back. They had their quarterback, they had their receivers, the line was decent. Goff didn't really get sacked that much. They did a run back to offset that passing attack. They got it. We don't have offensive line to make holes. We make holes, but like small holes. We need to open up the big holes.
One other thing about these top running backs, man, I saw with my own 2 eyes. I saw Omarion against Minnesota. I'm not so sure he's not really truly the number 1 running back as far as what he did in the Big Ten, as over Janty in the Mountain West. So, I mean, I just want people really need to understand that conference makes a difference. It definitely
does. It's all about the conference.
And I mean, some of these other running backs that had to play in way tougher conferences with way less, you know what I'm saying, focus. They still came close. You know what I mean? They did what they probably averaged the same yard. You know what I mean? Like closely. Mm-hmm. It's people are gonna be shocked. I mean, this is the year of the running back as far as this draft. That's all I can say.
Ruben, you gotta pay attention, big dog. We have sat here and said we not diminishing the talent, but if the conversations we're having, this is a fraction of what John Spytek and Tom Brady are having about every single prospect in the draft. What's the value? Should we take him here? I don't fucking know. This is a fraction. So they're going to have this conversation. Now, if they come to the conclusion that Genty is the guy, we're all going to bite our tongues and so be it. But from the outside, it's not like we're just some YouTube motherfuckers up here saying it. Like there are some credible football people up here that tell you the same thing. You look at the NFL Combine and they'll literally scream that to you in the face in the Combine. Daniel Jeremiah will tell you, and all of you will sit there and say, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Crazy. It's craziness. Yeah, NFL people have said this.
I saw a clickbait thing that Pete Carroll is salivating over Gentry. Is he? That's not Pete Carroll's style.
It's not
his style. He never had that solid running back. At USC, And like I said, they can
People
verify
forget
that. He didn't have that style of running backs. He had 2 running backs, Thunder and Lightning.
Right.
He got to Seattle. Like Ren said, when he got to Seattle, what did he do? Got beast mode. Thunder, and he had the other running back. I forgot his name. The other guy.
But the thing about even that, you're so right, Chris. The thing even about that is beast mode ain't really just Thunder. He's Thunder and Lightning with the can bounce.
Yeah, but also don't forget,
that's what he likes. He likes the shiftiness. He likes the ability to juke. The Reggie Bushes, right? He doesn't like a Janty is not that. Believe it or not, I might get fried by this one. But Janty reminds me more of like a Zeus style running back where he's got to kind of have that, you know what I'm saying, that lane and running downhill and hit hole. He's not somebody that makes plays like that. I've watched the kid. He breaks tackles, but he's not somebody that
he's not shifting, in other words.
He's not making somebody miss in the 3-yard radius.
No, he's not. He's
not.
He's going to break the tackle.
He's going to break the tackle. Yeah, you're going to definitely need the gang tackle, and that's going to be what defenses do to combat his ability. They're going to gang tackle. Yeah. They'll get up for that game, and everybody will run to the ball that game just so they can stop the rookie from getting anything. I can assure you.
Well, his build, he's small and he's stocky. So he's like that's the problem. He's what, 5'8", 5'9"?
5'9".
You got to remember too. I know people are saying that's a Pete Carroll type of move. You got to remember. All right, so Marshawn Lynch was Pete Carroll's guy. He didn't draft him. He came from Buffalo, so it's not like Pete Carroll pulled him out of the draft and said, "You're my guy." You know, he saw a guy in Marshawn Lynch playing in Buffalo and said, "That's the guy I need to complete my offense." And he went out and got him and brought him over to Seattle, and it made it work. And they were phenomenal with him. That's the difference. You're not talking about, you know, you got to look at, is Genty the answer coming out of college for this year for somebody? Yeah, he might be, but not for us. Exactly. Not until we make sure that our offensive line is set. You know, I still wouldn't trust him as our starting running back just for the what Turf just stated. You know, you need someone that's shifty. You need someone that can move. We just went through that with Zeus, where he just runs straight ahead because his ankles don't work like hinges and he can't fucking change direction.
And I watched Marshawn Lynch when he was at Cal and he played against USC. He torched the shit out of us. I hated Marshawn Lynch. And I said to my uncle at that time when he was alive, I said, that just is going to be all pro one day. I said that once watching him torch us, I think he ran for 210 yards in one game. I'm like, this is all pro one day.
Let me ask, since we're talking about the shiftiness, right?
Right.
Wait, actually, you just take that one.
Would you lose your kid?
his grandma here actually, so she is dirty.
Oh yeah, you lost your kid. Yeah.
His other grandma's here for the first time.
Be in the future. He's 3 weeks old and he already crawled out of the room.
Bruh, he already doing shit right now. He's not supposed to be doing. I'm like, but really, I'll say this, right?
Wait, hold on. Wait, you say 3 weeks old?
Who?
You say 3 weeks old? Your son?
Month. He barely just got a month. Barely.
Right.
You know where your car keys are?
What did he say? What'd you say, Chris?
He said, you know where the car keys are.
That's 3 weeks. Then your car keys are.
But let me ask y'all this question. We talk about Genty, how the lack of shiftiness, which again, we're pointing these things out, but we're still not saying he's not a good running back. He's a good running back. We know that. But these are things you do have to point out when you're having the draft discussion. So if we're saying he's not that shifty, would you guys say that we would need to probably get another running back to complement the shiftiness? Would y'all say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you say that, let me just finish. So what the fuck is the difference from me drafting somebody 6 overall that I need to complement later on, or me drafting somebody in the 3rd round that I still got to do the same shit with? Like it just don't make no sense.
Make sense, bro.
It's the same thing, bro. If I have to compliment my 6th overall pick, which I don't have to do with T-Mac, right? He is the compliment. That motherfucker is the piece, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. So
he's the number one,
bro. again, I would have to compliment Genty. I'd still say, we might have to fucking draft somebody in the backfield. Maybe an ETN. Yeah, maybe somebody like that we go over there. But nah, bro, I'm not giving my 5'8" running back 25 to 30 carries a game. I'm just not doing that. It's not happening.
Yeah, he won't last. Exactly. He won't last 5 years. He won't last.
No, he won't.
He won't last 5
We're
years.
not saying that, bro.
He'll be out. He'll be out in 3 years.
Everybody's gonna tell me, Emmitt Smith and all these things. Bro,
that's years of the past, bro.
I'm not giving this man 25, 30 carries right now, bro. It's just not happening.
Bro, what we're saying, OJ, is there are certain styles that fit certain offenses and types of schemes of running the ball. Some guys like a Barry Sanders would never have a fullback. Do you know why Barry Sanders would never have a fullback? Because of the style of his run, the shiftiness. A fullback just got in his way. That's the purpose. And that's all we're trying to point out. Nobody's saying we're guaranteeing this. No, we're splitting hairs here, pointing out the things that we can see from playing the game, knowing the game, right? And being running backs ourselves on what makes a difference. Because I definitely was not a shifty running back. I was more of a downhill, Zeus, hit the hole, one move. Right. You might get a nice little spin move out of me here and there, but that was it. I didn't have shakes. You know what I mean?
The chat's heated up. You guys, holy shit! Did you see all these?
They're going off.
Bro, Charlie Garner, 5'10". Look, check this out, bro. I'm gonna read you a list of the current 5'8" running backs, and you
before you do that, you can't compare those running backs from back then to now because that was a different era. That era was a running back era.
I agree.
No pass first. It was run.
Thank you.
It was no pass. It wasn't a passing league. It was a running league. The running backs they just got paid. All of them. Everybody recruited, drafted running backs before quarterbacks. Okay, so you can't compare those slides back then.
Chris is spitting. Now tell us this, right? What's the hit rate? These are all 5'9", 5'8" running backs in the league right now. Okay, so tell me the hit rate. Amir Abdullah, he's all right, right? Michael Burton, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's not 5'8", so we keep it pushing from there. Alvin Kamara is a good running back. That's good, but he's not 5'8" either. Austin Eckler, that's more along the speed. Austin Eckler is more along the size, right? Okay, we continue. Aaron Jones is more along the size, right? That's okay. Christian McCaffrey, that's more along the size.
Yeah.
What's the thing between all three of these motherfuckers? One, they don't be on the field long, do they? They be hurt like a motherfucker, don't they? Most of them, Christian McCaffrey and Aaron Jones don't be on the field too long. I'll tell you that right now. Eckler either. So that's one comment. Number two, bro, the best one out of them is Christian McCaffrey, bro. And I mean, you look at him. The impact he had with the 49ers, cool, but that's not the team that drafted him. That's not the team that drafted him. So again, bro, how many times do we have to say these things, bro?
Yeah.
You just want to talk about Drew.
Maurice Jones.
I met that guy at the USC Schilling game. He was there for the game. The guy is small, but he's built like a goddamn refrigerator.
Yeah, he can carry.
Built like a fire hydrant, short and
actually,
exactly. That dude is stocky. So he's like bouncing off.
5 carries. Yeah.
You know who's shifty in this? Travion Henderson is shifty. That's shifty.
Bingo.
What Genty is you could say elusive, but mainly he's just breaking tackles, bro. Like that's what he does.
Yep.
Superpower, contact balance. That's his superpower. You get hit by 3 dudes, you do. That's the Alvin Kamara. You get hit by 3 dudes, you still keep your balance and blah. That's the superpower, bro. It's the wrong word to use. In my opinion.
Henderson, you can't even get a finger on. That's
I would like to get Henderson.
The shiftiness. That's the thing. You know he hit something and it's definitely over. It's definitely you're not catching him. You're not.
I mean, it seems like most of us on here, the 5 of us, we're not in favor of drafting Genty in the first round at number 6.
Oh.
But if that's what the Raiders end up doing, I mean, we're gonna have to deal with it. It's not like we can change their mind.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know, I'll support him and hope he's as good as everybody that's in the chat saying that he is, as far as shiftiness and all the other, you know, attributes and everything. But if we don't pick him and we go somewhere else, I'm fine with that too. And I like Caleb Johnson. I really do.
Like
that's Caleb a guy Johnson. Right there, man. That's a guy. They talking about.
I mean, I would even go so far as if somehow we could finagle getting both Judkins and Henderson. I'd be cool with that too. I mean, it worked when they were in Ohio State. First of all, I mean, they played off of each other, and look at how that turned out. You know, if we could somehow finagle that, why not? The fuck? What's the difference? You know.
Okay, so all that. What we gonna do with I'm not gonna call that guy Zeus no more. What we gonna do with Zamir White?
Desert Radio, you're right, brother. Thank you.
Honestly, Chris, who cares?
People know me way too well.
Who cares? As long as he's gone. As long as he's gone.
It's true. We don't need that. I mean, what do we need? I mean, if you just need a body, you know, if you just need a little body back
look
there.
At this fucking place.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know this.
Must be nice. Look at that.
Come on. It's like a
Ducky.
fucking oasis there. Jesus Christ.
Ducky, you like 20 minutes old, 20 minutes late with this news.
What is the news supposedly he broke?
You talk about Lonnie Johnson. You're like 20 minutes late.
Wait a minute. You don't
that wasn't yesterday?
Wait a minute. Turf, you don't have a butler bringing you drinks to you?
I do not.
Go to back hours, man. You have a butler bringing your drinks. Here's your drinks.
Now look, the nation gets mad at me sometimes. I say it on Twitter too, and they get mad. They get mad when we bring up the Ashton Jeanty debate. Y'all really gonna be pissed when I bring up my goddamn Will Johnson take. Y'all really gonna be mad at that point, dog, because a lot of y'all a lot of people on the panel already done heard out of it been said about Will Johnson. It's not. I don't think that's the move at 6 either. I don't think that's not the corner at least to get at 6. I don't think so. Now, hey, and guess what? How many times I said, bro, we done lost. We about to lose Hobbs.
Yeah,
we need the fucking replacement, dog. We need and Will Johnson is not his replacement. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Turf already know, bro. That Barron dog, he's different. That's a different animal right there. I take it. And then you're talking about if Jahdae Barron, you got him, Jeremy Chin. Right, and maybe you get some other guy who can. They got so much versatility between the two, maybe the 3. You be able to line them up in so many spots, dog. It'd be different.
So I had a comment not too long ago. I told Jeff earlier. Well, Nate's gone, right? Nate's gone, so I want to put Jack Jones in the slot. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Nope. That man, they trying to ruin that man NFL career. You put that man in the slot right there. You ain't trying to do this shit.
He can do a slot. No way.
He's not a slot player.
No.
Corner, dog. He's just not a slot corner. Then I must be watching some other shit. I'm sorry, dog. I've seen Shifty. I know what Shifty looks like.
Shifty, bro. He is a slasher. He's not a shifty dude.
Yeah, I see what Shifty look like. You feel what I'm saying?
He does not make you miss. Like he's side to side guy. Yeah.
They happy about. Look here, bro. We're having a discussion because when you have a player like maybe Mason Graham that might be available, you do that 10 out of 10. You do that 10 out of 10. Maybe Travis Hunter falls, right? If Travis Hunter falls, I don't want to hear none of your fucking mouths about Ashton.
We already did Travis Hunter.
I don't want to hear that shit. Fucking
that ain't happening.
Now, if you want to get mad at shit and you want to do that, fine, so be it. But I just feel like as far as what we need, we definitely need T-Mac. There's no fucking question, zero questions. I mean, we 100%. Definitely need Jeanty too. I mean, but I feel as far as the X receivers that are in the draft, there is a slight gap between T-Mac,
a big drop off,
and then some of the other guys.
They got a couple guys from Iowa that did pretty well.
Jaden Higgins, but like
Higgins and the other guy from
there's
Iowa,
like
Noel.
3, maybe 4. And then after
Noel
that,
did pretty good nobody. Too, so he's decent.
But like true,
not early, not in the first round. Those are like third.
And
round,
OJ, we're not saying that doesn't make him worthy, but what we're saying is that creates a role for a guy like Sincere McCormick to have to get some fucking carries. And why am I drafting a guy 6 overall when Sincere McCormick is still getting carries? Why?
We already got him.
It just don't make sense. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, that's it. If you're gonna draft a dude that needs complementary pieces around him at 6, which Genty, I'm not just gonna give Genty 30 carries out the gate. That's irresponsible. He needs somebody else with him. And if that's the case, I can take somebody who has that type of positional value in the 3rd round. That's all we're saying.
T-Mac can come in and right out the gate get as many offensive plays that we run.
Because we have Geno. And so now you're sitting there like T-Mac can get whatever look.
But see,
T-Mac is gonna get whatever look.
We need that receiver that catches 50-50 balls. We don't have a receiver that 50-50 balls. We don't have one. I mean, Jacoby Myers is one of those constant go down 10 yards to get a catch. Fine. But when you go down a little further, we don't have that. Trey Tucker, he can't adjust on these cornerbacks. Now the cornerbacks like 6'2".
OJ, are you telling
OJ is wild. Yes, OJ is wild.
Are you telling us it's the opposite?
Tackle?
That's crazy.
It's the opposite?
OJ, you have lost your mind. Bro, what are you on, bro? What is somebody get him a camera and a microphone? I don't think you're real anymore after this.
Because look, I get it. If we're just gonna look at the room, like if we're just gonna say, "Oh, look at our running back room," like if we're just gonna say that, then
Throws again.
Yeah, dude, Mason Graham is a absolute game changer. There's only one other guy that I actually might potentially want a bit more than him, and that's that kid Robinson from Nebraska. And that's just because I got a thing about Nebraska, pause defensive lineman. But yeah, there's no question, bro. Mason Graham is 100% a game changer.
Yeah, put him next to Wilkins and all that. Jesus Christ. Can you imagine our defensive line? Nobody getting past that. Nobody. The O-line goes like, well, who do we double team? We don't
right. And you rotate those, you rotate Graham.
And Max Crosby, they put a tight end on, he'll just beat the shit out of him. Yeah, same deal with Coons. And hopefully Chason come back. And Chason is a great edge setter. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, Christian come out the middle with Adam Butler maybe next to him or Mason Graham.
Exactly.
So you don't need, what we do?
Look, all I can tell you is we will never have to worry about defensive line, even depth, as well as, just scheme whatever you want to do if we added a Mason Graham at 6. And I don't think anybody would be mad about it.
I wouldn't.
I would not.
Only a fool would be mad. I don't even know if he's going to be there, to be honest. That's the other thing.
Like Jeff said earlier, if we get a line like that, we can draft subpar cornerbacks. They don't have to be spectacular because the pressure on the quarterback can be so hard. He don't have time to throw. Then you get your picks. Yep. Then you get your 3rd down 10. Oh, he's getting sacked, or you have to throw out of bounds because you're getting pressured.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking at.
But we can get a better player. Like we can get more value at picking other running backs. I'm talking to him directly right here. Graham is a luxury pick. Jenny addresses a need. Like I understand running back is a need, but we can address that later in the draft and get the same productivity. Honestly, and we would just be tied to just Genty at that point. Like it doesn't make sense at all to pick him that high.
DC.
I wish you could pull up that list you pulled up when me and Jeff was on your show that one night. That list you have pulled up with the running backs, and those running backs, a lot of them at the combine. I wish you put a list up.
Yeah,
we was at number 40, and those guys still running 4.2, 4.3s.
Yep.
And he was halfway through the list.
I understand this when he says, "Why did we pay Butler?" But understand, like Butler is better as a rotational defensive tackle. He's not he's not a 3 tackle where you just put him out there and he just does his thing. He's better as in the rotation. Don't let that negative shit get on you. Like he's a top end rotational defensive tackle. But when you got a guy like Mason Graham and you got a guy like Adam Butler and all these guys mixing and mashing, like there's endless possibility.
And Wilkins, bro, that means that nobody can get a break, bro. Nobody can get a break. Think about that as an offensive line and a quarterback. You have fresh linemen every single series, no matter how you slice it. That is, you want to talk about terrifying. That's what adding a Mason Graham type, defensive lineman would do to what we currently have. And I'm all for it. I am all for that.
Panda said it best right here at the bottom. Panda said it best. How did the Eagles win the chip? All the defensive linemen, the constant pressure,
bro.
Everybody had to focus on Jalen Carter, the one we could have.
So can we the
whole game he was double teamed every single defensive every single.
Let's just take a step backwards. We showed the Eagles the blueprint, and our defense line half this line was hurt. We showed when we had that last game against Kansas City, we showed how to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. We sacked them 5 times. And so they saw blueprint. Now imagine if our offensive line was healthy with Mason Graham. My God, Chiefs gonna be shaking their boots. They're gonna say Swift, sing us a song to inspire us because we're gonna win a butt all day, all night.
Yeah, Tribe. His hand fighting game is a little bit serious, and he hasn't even gotten to the league yet. So I understand you may think he could get tossed around. I highly doubt it once he figures out how to really hone that craft that he already currently possesses with his hand fighting.
I mean, football knowledge, bro. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if Abdul Carter was there at 6 and Ash still there at 6, are y'all taking Ashton Genty still?
Wait, if who's at 6 and Genty is?
Abdul.
Nah. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Abdul Carter.
That's a dumb question right there.
And we just signed Coons. I wouldn't.
Y'all think running back's still more of a need at that point?
And even then, like, if we're just going straight offensively, I'm still taking T-Mac as the better offense. Not that fits our better needs over Genty right now, offensively.
Yeah, because we didn't. As y'all can see, we don't have no receiver, bro. And we were trying to get one. It looks like we were trying to get because we were in play for Godwin too. We wanted Godwin, but he went back. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get that. We wanted DK, right? Can't get that. If that don't tell you kind of what the fuck, bro, and they're not even going after Najee, if that don't kind of tell you kind of what they're looking to get, you feel what I'm saying? Like they looking to get a receiver, dog. They need one.
I didn't know Darnold was only 6'1". I thought it was bigger than that.
Hey, Raider low though. Even
Mason Graham is 6'3". That's what John Raider said. Arnold Donald was 6'1". I didn't know that.
T-Mac is 6'5".
He's only 6'5".
T-Mac is 6'5". So even if he struggles getting separation, all he's got to do is throw it up.
He's probably seeing the second best cover person on somebody's defense, pretty much. Right. Because I mean, shit you got to do with 89, bro. You just can't leave 89 wherever and say I'm not going to cover him, dog. Like you
exactly.
You can't even do it with 16 for real. Like I'm gonna be honest, bro. If Jacoby is going against your second or maybe third best corner, bro, you're fucked.
Cooked.
You're gonna lose that one.
He's beating.
We win that every time.
Now, if you're talking about it's a Patrick Surtain or some other shit, that's different, right? But that's why you get a T-Mac because Surtain now, what the fuck are you gonna do? Who are you covering? You have to choose. And last year they put Surtain on Browers, so he can't do that this year. You're not gonna be able to do that this year, bro. So now, I take Brock Bowers versus Dre Greenlaw all day and night. I don't give a fuck how many. I love Greenlaw, but
thank you.
Every day of the week. Every day of the week.
So I take that 100%. Maurice Jones.
I'll tell you right now, you got to look at this too. I think the coaching staff we have now is going to be able to adjust on the fly, unlike our past coaching staff.
Right.
Where if they realize that they're going to put someone tight on Brock Bowers, then guess what? We're going to probably switch things up. They're going to make adjustments. Whereas we didn't do that last year.
Nope.
I mean, they were able to keep Surtain on him that whole game, and he basically shut him down. He had 4 catches. So I mean, they'll switch shit up. It's not going to stay. They're not going to stay on script. They're going to have to.
Sad to say too. I think because everybody says maybe Graham, Wilkins kind of play the same position. They kind of do, and that's why I've always said like something about Kenneth Grant. But at the same time, we do still have John Jenkins on the squad. As old as he is, I mean, his ass is still here. So that's the nose. I mean, you can still sign Scott Young,
factor alone. just the rotational factor alone.
D-line is the one thing where you're not trying to have your guy play like all 100 or whatever the fucking snaps it is, bro. Like you don't need him doing that on D-line. They rotate. No. That's all we got to do. I mean, a lot of y'all know that. I mean, y'all know what time it was. Because that's what's going on with Max, and that's why we all having that conversation right now. Like he can't be playing that many fucking snaps. You know what I mean? Like
getting old.
Yeah, bro. Especially with John and even Wilkins. I don't want coming off that injury, bro. I don't want him playing that many snaps. I don't want Adam Butler playing. I want it to the point where in the fourth quarter now Wilkins is fresh. He's good.
Right.
Legs is right. So now we rushing and we hunting. That's that. Zachary Carter, more burn. Now trading back might be the thing, but real quick before we get out of here, man, because we almost here on 3 hours, man. But boy, gotta go make me something to eat. It's a wrap. So real quick, man.
I had my Chef Boy ID. I had my baby food. I'm good.
My man said, "Yeah, boy, man, I'm about to go cook me a burger."
I slept through dinner, so that's what I got to deal with.
I'm about to make me a burger, boy. This shit gonna be gourmet. I'm telling you right now, it's over.
That sounds good, right?
But my boy, man, let's go through the room, man. Of course, man, we appreciate all guests that show up on the rundown, however they show up. But of course, man, we got to give love to the people that did show up, man. So of course, Turf, man, let the people know what you got going on throughout the week, some of your shows and all that.
Absolutely, man. So I got Dead in the Water, man. That's on Thursdays, but I'm thinking about moving that to Wednesday. As you all hopefully should know, we got tomorrow night the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 show, 8:00 p.m. And man, I'll be able to do Turf and Run. I mean, Fridays. This Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Saturday. So I will absolutely be on Friday nights. Ready to rumble. I don't know what we want to call it. But yeah, we're gonna do that for sure. And yeah, man, I can't wait to chop it up with all of y'all, man. I'll have everybody on this panel right now as a guest. LV, I'm gonna have you come through.
Hell yeah.
Had Chris come through, right? Jeff, you already know. So yeah, that's the plan, man. That's the goal. So
it'd be nice having you back on Friday night for once in a while. You know?
Yeah, man. From the
start.
Too
long.
Yeah, yes, sir. And I'll get back to all my antics, the bells and whistles and the traps. No.
Sound effects being full effect.
Yeah.
My guy Jeff, man, and if y'all not subscribed to Jeff, Chris, man, y'all better subscribe, bro. They be holding it down throughout the day. You feel what I'm saying? Like either we be working or whatever the case, they be holding it down for the network, for the for all of us that be chilling around here, man. They be holding it down, man. So Chris, Jeff, man, let us know. Y'all got anything y'all got planned for tomorrow? Free agency still going, or like what y'all got planned? What's the content?
I was planning on doing the same thing. Well, it's gonna be a little fucked up for me tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment at 2:00, so I probably won't go on until I get home because I'm not gonna log on at 12:00. When everything kicks off, and then have to be off in an hour and a half. So I'm just gonna go easy tomorrow morning. But when I get home, I'll fire everything up and. I'll be jumping on. So, Chris, I'll send you a message as soon as I'm up and running.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll
run down if you're around. You can pop in anytime. I mean, you've got access to it, so you can just jump in if you're home.
Well, I'll tell you tomorrow.
If you're working from,
I'll just start it. I'm going to just right quick. I'll go and start a show just to hold it up, and then when you come in, then we can jump. We can do that.
Whatever you want to. That works too. If you want to do your own thing, go for it, man. If you want to host the start, then I can jump in and then I can just leave and then
we can do that.
We can do whatever afterwards.
Okay.
Beautiful. See, man, we holding you down, man. We holding you down while your free agency news, all that, man. So make sure you keep rocking with us. And LV, of course, my guy, man.
One more thing.
What you got, Chris? What you got?
Before we go, me and Jeff just started a new show on Saturday nights.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. 9 p.m. but Pacific time. It's basically old school Raider talk about the whole days. He won't come and jump in because the dad supposed to be there, but he missed out. I don't know what happened, and then the first hour we talk about old school, how he became a fan. Second half, whatever. We can talk about anything. So that just started. It's on Saturdays.
Yeah, we had our first show Saturday night. It was good. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was a good show, for real.
I'm glad y'all shouted that out. It was fire. And trust me, I got Pops in the next one because I was looking and I was like, I don't see Pops. So I got y'all. But man, LV, man, shout out what you got going on, man. Anything you got going on throughout the weekend?
Yes, sir. So I just got a new computer, so I'm able to get my gaming channel up and ready.
Fire.
So finally, damn, bro, it's been a long time coming. So I'm trying to get that started now that I got it. I just got it yesterday. So yep. Wednesdays, obviously the Raider Connection. That's with me, Jeff, Cheetah Linus, and Jay. And then Thursdays, that's Raiders Coast to Coast. That's me and Jeff on Thursdays. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe, to keep up with us. But yeah, that's what I got.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Y'all see all my brothers on screen, man. Make sure you guys are tapping the like button. You see all they, names and stuff right there, man. So make sure you guys are looking it up, man. Getting their subscribers up too, man. We all trying to sit here. Look, I'm trying to get like Turf, Jeff, and Chris. You see how they all chilling. They ain't got to work. That's what we gonna do, man. Me and LV trying to chill in, man. Just sit here, log on, and make that money. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I want. That's all we trying to do, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, man. Y'all saw Baby Rundown, man. Help me put food in his mouth, man. Y'all know how it is. Appreciate y'all. Hit the notification, bro, as always, because I always go live at random times. I have special guests with me as always, man. New perspective, as we always do, bro. So make sure you guys are hitting all them buttons. And as I always say, man, we keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. We got Jeff. What it is, man? What's the deal?
Just a real quick note. Not everybody probably knows yet, but as of today, I am monetized now officially.
Hey, let's go.
I am fully up and running with everything, with memberships, super chats, the whole 9 yards. And another guy that's going to be following in a matter of a couple of days is going to be Jay from Just Raiders, baby. Yep. So keep an eye out for
him.
And
then LV's next. And then Chris is next.
LV and Chris, we got to boost them up. So make sure everybody follows Chris for Raiders and LV Raider 10.
Yes,
sir. Get their subs up anytime they're on our shows. Promoting the shit out of them. So make sure you guys hit their subs and follow their stuff for sure.
That's 100%.
So we're all one big happy family here, and we're working with each other. It's awesome.
The word is patience and love and family. Dog, like that. Just patience, love, and family, bro. That's it.
And I do owe a big thank you to Turf and Rundown for what you guys have done for me, allowing me to get in on, especially Turf with the Friday night show with you and Rundown. That was my first kind of forte into it. Yeah, and I appreciate that. And I owe you guys a lot of gratitude for helping me out with that. Nate, for the partnership that you and I have had since, almost week 2 or 3 when we started. And Chris, I met you through the Friday night show on Turf and Rundowns, and you and I have hit it off. And, we've got something special here. This community that we're all a part of is by far one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me as far as non-personal community, like where I can physically be around you. And, I've made connections on the West Coast that I never thought I would have ever made. And you guys are all awesome. And I appreciate all the support. And good things to come, man. Good things to come for sure.
Course, man. Like I said, like you said, Turf's the one got me involved in this, because Turf one told me, and Ron said, what are you doing? I said, I'm doing a YouTube show. I was thinking about it. And then I got live with Jeff one night, and all of a sudden Jeff just said, "Yeah, YouTube channel." What? So I want to thank Turf, Run, and Jeff for setting up, because this is the best way to talk to the nation. Love you guys.
Again, bro, like this is what this shit is for. It's not to beef. It's not all time. Like government gonna always print more money. We ain't gotta sit here and be mad at each other. Exactly. We're gonna print more. So this is all about just us enjoying the shit, and we all want the same goal: win. That's it. We just want to win, bro. About no personal shit. We just want to see the team do good, make these connections. Of course, like I said, bro, I never thought I'd be, doing this shit like this and having so many homies and friends. Where now I go to a game, I'm like expecting to meet hella people. I want to meet hella people.
Just like me. If I ever make it out to Vegas for a game, I know that I'm gonna be able to hang around with people and not like if I went out there alone for a game. I know I've got homies I can hang with while I'm out there. I'm looking forward to that someday.
You got a family. You got a family now in Vegas and everywhere else you go.
Yep. Especially if any of you guys come out here for the Raiders Patriots game. The hospitality on my end is going to be. I'm going to do what
I'll be there.
Yeah, my boy gotta go back home. Turf is talking about going back home.
Yeah,
well, Turf, you everywhere, Turf. So we know you're gonna be
there. Turf is all
building up those freaking flyer miles, going to gymnastic meets every weekend.
There you go.
Real talk. Till then, man, y'all keep it smooth, bro. As always, it's always family around here. So make sure y'all hitting the likes, whatever, man. And of course, keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown. Much love to everybody, man. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Take care.